It is to preserve and protect that freedom for future generations that I speak. It is to preserve and protect that freedom that this morning I announce I am a candidate for the Republican nomination for President of the United States.
This is the time when pundits believe they have all the answers. Experts know their numbers are more dead on than anybody else, and the media makes it hands down they all know what will be the future. In the case of the Republican presidential race, there is no more experienced politician who believes his shot is as good as anyone's, pundits, experts, and stats be damned, than our guest. Pleasure to welcome the former three-term governor of New York and the latest declared candidate for the GOP presidential nomination, George Pataki. Governor, they say you've got no chance. Now you got to get out there and prove them wrong.
Absolutely, Ed. And, you know, it makes me kind of smile because I remember when I ran for governor the first time, they said I had less than no chance. I was this unknown legislator from Peekskill, New York, who'd never raised a lot of money, running as a conservative Republican in deep blue New York against Mario Cuomo, the liberal icon. But you work hard, you had the right vision, you start at the bottom, and it's not where you start, it's where you end. And hopefully, with the support of the American people, we can end at the top.
But what is that vision that you have that is different from the others that will resonate with the American voters and get them to say, George Pataki's the guy?
Well, first, I understand that the major problem facing this country is quite simply that we have a government in Washington that is too big, too powerful, too intrusive, too expensive, and we have politicians who really, for the first time in my lifetime, believe they have the right to tell us what we have to do, whether it's health care or education. They want to dictate to the American people how we live our lives. That's not the America I grew up in. That's not the America I love. And I know we can take this country back and make the politicians understand that we are their masters and they are our servants. The government doesn't tell us what we have to do. We tell the politicians what they're supposed to do. So I will have a reform agenda. I will have an agenda to reduce the size and the cost and the power of Washington. And one of the things that sets me apart is I did that. When I ran for governor of New York, we had that same problem. And when I left, we had dramatically changed the state. And as I said, a deep blue state. And everything from reducing the size of the government workforce by over 15% to cutting taxes by more than the other 49 states combined. So I know not just that I have this vision, but I have the ability to run a difficult government and implement that vision on behalf of the American people.
Governor, Rand Paul recently said that the GOP brand sucks. He came right out and said it. And a lot of people feel the same way. They say that the GOP doesn't speak to America anymore, that they need to change their message, that that's the only way that you can get elected. So running in that GOP field, how are you going to break through and prove to them that you're the guy that gets it right?
You know, hard work. It's that simple, Ed. You go out there right now with a group of maybe 20 to 30 people and a small business in Rockingham County, New Hampshire. And one of the things I like about New Hampshire is that it's the best type of politics. You sit across a kitchen table, you have a pizza with someone, they look you in the eye and ask you what you think, and you don't have time to call up a pollster or a consultant. It's what I believe in. It's the best type of politics. And by the way, I believe the Republican Party still has a tremendous backing among the people of this country. The Democrats and left pretend that they're the party of the middle class. They are not. We are the party of the middle class. We are the party of jobs. We are the party of opportunity. They are the party of politicians and privilege. So I'm proud to be running as a Republican, and I believe that if I have the chance to lead my party, that the American people will say that I can lead the country.
All right, Governor, here we go. You may have to face, if you win the nomination, you may have to face Hillary Clinton. She is the standard bearer at the moment for the left. Simple question. If indeed it is you, if it is Hillary Clinton, can you beat her one-on-one?
Absolutely. And in fact, I look forward to that opportunity. Look at New York. This is a state that in 70 years has elected two Republican governors, Nelson Rockefeller and me. And we didn't quite have the same backgrounds. We had very different backgrounds. So I know I can appeal beyond the core Republican electorate. I can appeal to independents, to conservative Democrats, to moderates, to ethnic and minority groups that generally don't vote Republican. And that's what you need to do. Not change your message, not distort your philosophy, but make your ideas relevant to people beyond the core Republican vote. I did that in New York. I know I could do it in America. And I have no doubt that I could beat the candidate of privilege and politics.
I've got about 20 seconds left. It costs a lot of money to run a presidential campaign, Governor. It's going to be tough to raise that kind of money, don't you think? Do you have enough?
Yeah, it's going to be tough, but I've never let that stand in the way before. And as I said, New Hampshire is retail politics. That's why I'm here. It doesn't cost a lot to sit across a pizza table from someone and discuss politics. And Ed, it's just great how social media plays such a critical role. You can tweet, you can do YouTube, you can be on Facebook and social media. And thank God that this has opened up doors for people who have ideas but not a lot of money. And I'm just very hopeful and optimistic.
We're going to talk to you again, Governor. Good luck, and we appreciate the time. Take care.
Thank you. Take
All right,
care.
my pleasure. All right, George Pataki is in the race. There's more to come. You stay with us, because this is the fastest 60 minutes of news. The Hard Line continues. This portion of the Hard Line is being brought to you by Medic Select, a leader in nutraceuticals, and the bestseller Actolin. Millions of Americans every day run down, tired, low on energy, all symptoms of a thyroid that's just not working right. That's where Actolin comes in, a premium supplement designed specifically to support optimal thyroid function. With 17 powerful ingredients supporting adrenal health, thyroid function, that extra shot of energy, maybe even benefits for your immune system. Actolin was formulated by Dr. David Brownstein, a renowned holistic physician, the man who discovered that because so many Americans have poor diets, they just don't get the nutrients they desperately need. And now it's time to consider giving Actolin a try. Medic Select offering Newsmax viewers a 30-day risk-free trial supply of Actolin. And during this offer, you can get that 30-day supply of Actolin for only $4.95. That takes care of shipping and handling. Act right now, and you'll also get Dr. Brownstein's free special report, A Doctor's Guide to a Healthy Thyroid, a $20 value, absolutely free. Remember, the trial program requires enrollment into the Smart Ship program. Terms and conditions do apply. Just go online or call the number on your screen. It could change your life.